Some stories are not meant to be loud. They are meant to be felt. This is one of those stories. She lived in a place where the mornings were soft and the evenings smelled of rain. A small town, resting quietly between green hills and an open sky. People passed each other without asking many questions. And life moved gently, almost carefully. The girl had lived there all her life. She was known as the quiet one. Not because she had nothing to say, but because she listened more than she spoke. While others rushed to be heard, she watched the way the wind moved through trees. The way clouds changed shape without asking permission. The way silence could sometimes say more than words ever could. From a young age, she learned how easily quiet people were overlooked. Teachers mistook her calm for uncertainty. Neighbors mistook her kindness for weakness. Even those who cared about her often spoke for her, believing they were helping. She's too gentle, they would say. She needs guidance. She needs someone stronger beside her. And for a long time, she believed them. She waited. She waited for confidence to arrive like a visitor. She waited for certainty to choose her. She waited for someone to tell her when it was time to move forward. But time has a way of passing, whether you are ready or not. As the years went by, the waiting grew heavier. Not painful. Just heavy. Like holding your breath without realizing you are doing it. One morning, everything felt different. The air was still, as if the town itself was listening. The hills stood quiet. And the sky wore a strange, muted color. People sensed change coming. Not danger exactly, but uncertainty. They gathered, talking loudly, searching for direction. For leaders. For answers. The girl stood among them, silent. And for the first time, she felt something unfamiliar. Not fear. Clarity. A soft voice inside her asked a question she had never allowed herself to consider. What if I stop waiting? Her heart beat faster. Her hands felt cold. Every doubt she had ever known rose at once. But beneath them, something steadier remained. She stepped forward. No one noticed at first. Her step was small. Almost invisible. She did not step forward with confidence. She did not step forward with courage. She stepped forward with honesty. The path ahead was not kind. The wind grew stronger, pushing against her body. The ground felt uneven beneath her feet. Rain began to fall, not dramatic, just persistent. Her clothes grew heavy. Her vision blurred. Her steps slowed. And then, she fell. The earth was cold against her palms. Her knees ached. Tears gathered in her eyes, not from pain alone, but from the familiar hope that someone might come and help. She waited. No footsteps approached. No hand reached out. Only the sound of wind and rain. And in that moment, something shifted. Not outside her. Inside. She realized that waiting for help had always been part of the weight she carried. Slowly, she pushed herself up. Her body trembled. Her breath was uneven. But she stood. She understood then that strength is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to move despite it. She continued walking. Not faster. Not boldly. Just forward. With each step, she listened, not to the voices that once defined her, but to her own heartbeat. She noticed how the wind no longer felt like an enemy. How the rain no longer felt like punishment. They were simply part of the path. Night arrived quietly. Fear returned, as it often does in darkness. It whispered that she was alone. That she was foolish. That turning back would be easier. She stopped walking. Closed her eyes. And answered the fear softly. I am afraid, she admitted. But I am still here. Fear had nothing left to say. When morning came, the storm had passed. Light touched the hills again. The sky cleared slowly, patiently. The girl stood still, breathing in the quiet. She had not conquered anything. She had not proven anything. She had simply chosen herself. When she returned to the town, people noticed something different. She spoke no louder than before. She walked no faster. Yet something about her presence had changed. She no longer waited to be guided. She no longer searched for permission. She listened. And then she chose. They did not call her brave. They did not call her strong. But they felt it. And that was enough. Because the truest strength does not demand recognition. It does not need approval. It exists quietly, steadily. Like roots beneath the ground. The girl learned a truth that day, one the world often forgets. Gentleness is not weakness. Independence is not isolation. And choosing yourself does not mean abandoning others. It means finally standing where you were always meant to be. Moral, end. True strength is not becoming louder. It is becoming honest with who you are. And walking forward anyway.